Alrighty, today Helldivers, we have some amazing news about the blocked regions. It looks like Sony and Steam have come to an agreement to unlock a few of the regions. We'll talk about it, give you a quick recap of what happened, discuss how a captain blew up, and cover so much more. If you want to stay updated, feel free to tap the like button below, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the daily news. Okay, Helldivers, as I mentioned at the start of the intro, we have some amazing news about the blocked regions. It appears that Sony and Steam have finally come to terms on what to do with these regions. If you look towards the bottom right, you'll notice that prior to this, there were 177 restricted countries that were blocked. Let's now check out what it looks like currently. You'll see that they've unlocked a few regions, reducing the number down to 133 countries from 177. The list can be seen here. And just to name a few, they removed Cook Island, Jersey, Bermuda, and so on. As of making this video, if we check out the main Helldivers 2 Steam DB page, head over to the left side, specifically the History tab, it shows that they've changed something here. If we take a closer look, it says that 50 minutes ago, they've updated the change list, stating that they've removed countries, including the acronyms for those countries, and also deleted the EULA. Now, of course, there are still regions that are blocked. I'm sure some of you will be disappointed about this. However, you shouldn't feel that way at all. The reason is that it shows they're finally looking into regions, and hopefully in due time we'll see more regions unlocked. With that to the side, the controversy from last year was a major shock for most of the player base. This was due to Arrowhead revealing at the time that PSN Link would be required to play the game, which also ended up blocking a bunch of players from playing HD2. This wasn't well received as many players weren't expecting it, despite it being stated on the right side of the Steam page that PSN Link would be a requirement. Now fast forward, we can see changes being made, and I think soon we'll see the rest of the regions unblocked. Overall, I believe many of you are looking forward to playing Helldivers 2 again, and now you can. Well, at least some of you. If you didn't know about this, give this video a like by tapping the thumbs up button below to let me know. Continuing along, there's great news for you Helldivers out there. Not only do we have updates on the unblocked regions, but there is also good news about the Helldivers 2 controller. Last year it sold out quickly, leaving many fans disappointed and, well, wondering if PlayStation would restock. Well, the wait is over. PlayStation has officially restocked the Helldivers 2 controller in their store. We know this due to the official Helldivers 2 account that posted this right here about it on X. So if you were to click the link, it brings you directly to the PlayStation Direct store where you can now purchase it again. I saw there were comments about this last year, and I told you all I would update you to let you know if you can buy the controller, and as you can see here, it is now available. I can't tell you how long it will be this way, so yeah. Make sure you purchase it now while it's still here. Since we're on the topic about controllers, did you know Arrowhead Game Studios designed it themselves? If not, let's check it out right here. What we can see right here, the Chief Creative Officer Mr. Pillistead confirmed this on X back in December when a player wanted to know if they would restock the Special Edition Helldivers 2 controller. In response, Pillistead wrote that he didn't know when, but mentioned in the post they had designed it. Which, by the way, not only that, I've heard that purchasing this controller will help you manage democracy 1,000 times better than any Helldiver without this gorgeous controller in their hands. So what are you waiting for? Pick this up right now. The link will be down below in the description. Also, before anyone asks, I'm not sponsored by PlayStation or Arrowhead. However, Super Earth demands the best from Helldivers, and I must make sure I live up to those standards. Yeah. Let's now go over a few data pads that can be found around the map. We have the first one, which is about a captain that blew himself up. I found the message next to a few explosive canisters, and it says right here, transporting a large shipment of flamethrowers. Heavy enemy presence delivery expected to take the whole day. Derek forgot the fire extinguisher, but I'm sure we'll be Yep, turns out the captain wasn't fine after all, and I'm pretty sure the captain was blown up. I had a blast reading this when I first came across it, and that's one of the reasons why I'm showing these messages. They're quite entertaining to come across. But anyways, I'm kind of addicted to clicking on them whenever I see the eye symbol. Next up, we have a SEAF message where it talks about how SEAF soldiers can receive mail services. The date pad's right here, and it states, memo to all SEAF forces. Moving forward, frontline mail services will be reserved for soldiers of exceptional democratic service only. First off, all I just want to say is that I love the satire in this game. Anyway, it looks like SEAF soldiers can earn privileges like that if they're committed. Not just any soldier can send mail back to their family or really whoever unless they've gone above and beyond their democratic duty. If you think about it, it's it's really messed up to think about because, there's only certain soldiers that are given right to send mail. It's a good way to control them, right? Essentially motivating them to perform better. The second SEAF message can be seen here, and it says, due to exceptional hazard of current posting, all SEAF soldiers and their approved domestic family units will be granted Class C citizenship following mission completion or death. This one is sort of dark, but hey, at least their family would receive Class C citizenship, whether they fail or succeed. Nonetheless, SEAF soldiers seem to have it rough out there on the battlefield. You know what? There needs to be a memorable SEAF character, like how Helldivers often bring up General Brash or even John Helldiver. What do you all think about having a unique SEAF character that's a part of the lore somehow? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below, and if you have any ideas, throw them down there. Those are the rest of the datapad messages, but I will bring up more later on in a different video. Hopefully you enjoyed all of those messages. Personally, I like the first one about the captain. It's a fun message, even though, someone was blown up. Moving on to the next topic, we have details about Super Earth from a leaker named Ironsides. Before we get into it, this is not a huge leak or anything that's going to spoil the game by any means. Nevertheless, if you want to skip ahead, feel free to choose a different timestamp down below in the description. Okay, that being said, what we have today is a post from Ironsides confirming that Super Earth now supports urban environments. Previously, it wasn't like this until recently. The image you see here is just a screenshot of what we have already seen, so it's not really a leak at all, but rather information about Super Earth's biome. Within the X post, he also replied to another Helldiver, basically stating that it has a unique biome. However, as of right now, it's currently a placeholder, which could very well be a testing environment for the developers. Ironsides was asked if other factions will receive urban environments, and in response, he said that every time he tries to load in, it crashes. And he mentions it might be handled server side. This information right here is not a huge leak. It's just some information about the urban environments on Super Earth. Now, is it possible that Super Earth might be invaded at some point? Yeah, that could be a possibility, especially with the Illuminate just nearby. Anyways, I hope you guys have found that information helpful. I think it's incredibly cool to see what's going on. And yeah, I think it would be cool to see urban environments, not just on Super Earth, but also on the bot side and the terminate side. I think overall it would be just a crazy thing to see. Especially with the whole landscape change, maybe have some of the hive nests integrated into the building, right? I think it would be awesome. But you guys can let me know what you think about this. On a different note, did you know Helldivers 2 was the third best-selling game in the US? Yeah, it actually is. If you check out this Reddit post right here, this user posted some great information. And you can see right here, it shows that Call of Duty is at the top. We have EA Sports. And then the third one is Helldivers 2. Of course, you got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. That one was definitely well received. And then you have some of the other ones as well. It's interesting to see that Grand Theft Auto is still on the list, man. Anywho, I see a lot of comments where someone's like, Helldivers 2 is dying. No, it's not, brother. No, it's not. Plus, you can tell right here, this was reported from 12/30/2023 through 1/4/2025, which of course is January 4th. So yeah, this game is doing well, and I suspect that once they drop some brand new content, it's going to shoot up to the moon again, and it's going to be fun, and I can't wait. We are now going to take a look at a few of the comments from last time when I asked, what do the Illuminates have planned, and would you like to see alien life on planets? What we have first is Goblin King, and you said to lure unexpected citizens to the hands of the squids, and that is terrible. In response, I said, you know what, I might have to report that to the democracy officers. We've also got one that said it has to do with something with the black hole in Meridia, which very well could be the case, and thank you to Skeleton for commenting that one. We have another one by me that says, monoliths are similar to how stratagem beacons are. The monoliths are beacons to get reinforcements that are using the dark fluid to create more wormholes, possibly. Well, you never know, and that's a great way of thinking about it. Maybe so. Maybe they're using the black hole to some degree. Anyhow, those are the comments from last time, and I'm going to be asking another question here very soon, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. And it should be right after the video is uploaded. I'll figure something out, I'll comment something, you guys can reply to it, possibly be featured on the channel. I think it's a fun way to interact with you guys, and yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying that a lot. Finally, for today's video, we are now going to cover the top 3 comments from the previous video. If you guys want to be featured, all you have to do is comment down below. The first top comment is from Ninja Strike, and first and foremost, happy birthday. Congratulations on another day on Super Earth, and I appreciate you commenting and just always interacting with everybody, as well as we have some great conversations and all that, so thank you. So now, let's take a look at the comment right here. You said, honestly, I'd love it if Arrowhead added wild animals to specific planets, not hostile, but just funny or strange, like creatures in Avatar. It would add so much more immersion and make the planets feel alive. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I think the immersion would be a lot better, but at the same time, I think the reason why they can't do it, and I could be wrong, it might be due to the engine. Maybe so, or maybe they just don't have enough resources to implement that. The second top comment is from Llamas in the Desert. You basically wrote that the Galactic War sort of feels empty. You expected more trench networks and last stand scattering the field. You also talked a little bit about how there's basically not a lot of detail, even though there probably should be. All in all, I don't think you're wrong. I think more details would be cool. It would add more life to the game, similar to what Ninja Strike talked about with the animal life. I think more immersion is really what we need here, and I think it would be incredible to see. The third top comment is from Wildcard Actual. I get that Arrowhead doesn't want us to win every major order, but damn, this one felt like it was artificially weighted against us. So I actually replied back to you, and I think the whole idea behind this is so that we lose the major order, and then the Illuminates come back invading with a lot of reinforcements, right? With our whole entire faction, and I think that's what's going to happen. I think this is all a part of the story, but you guys can feel free to let me know what you think. Those right there are the top 3 comments. If you guys can, give this video a like by tapping the thumbs up button, subscribe, turn on notifications if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. If you guys have any comments, comment down below. See ya.